I would want Paul and Joni to know that in the truest and deepest sense, that they are saving lives.
My name is Paul Siker, and this is my wife, Joni. And we are the people behind the Siker Family Foundation, which is a donor-advised fund that we have in place with the Community Foundation for Loudoun and Northern Fauquier counties. You know, we've been in Loudoun County now for 38 years. We came to Loudoun County when it had 88,000 people. Now it's got about 450,000 people. We raised our sons here. You know, this is our community, and we're here, we're not going anywhere. And so we have long felt that while we've enjoyed a great deal of personal and professional success, there's an obligation that goes with that. And the obligation is to give back to your community and hopefully make it better than it was before.
Our intro into Loudoun County nonprofits was when Paul and I both became members of the Loudoun Impact Fund, and we would sit down together with all of our information about the different nonprofits and had quite a dialogue back and forth to say, well, this is a priority to me. We sometimes absolutely agreed on something. Other times there were two that were similar. We would have a back and forth to discuss the merits of each of those.
I ultimately became professionally familiar with laws as a result of my background in executive search and talent acquisition. In the course of doing that, became keenly aware of the incredibly important mission that they have, which is basically to help individuals who are probably in their darkest moments, having gone through either domestic violence or sexual violence situation, and Laws is that designated entity that's there to assist them.
So Laws is an organization here in Loudoun County where our sole mission is to make sure that survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, dating violence, stalking, and child abuse have safety, hope, and empowerment, and ideally can live lives free from the effects of violence. There's an elevated need for those resources in Loudoun County. And so our community partners, our nonprofits, our county government, and others around us are rising to meet that need. What I can say is that Paul and Joni have been incredible supporters of Laws. They show up with their values, they show up with their advocacy, they show up with their presence. They are shoulder to shoulder with us in this community. It allows us to do all the things some of those restricted dollars don't allow us to do. So it's things like something breaks at shelter, we can fix that. A new family comes into shelter and they had to move and they had to leave everything behind. You know what? We can make sure that that child has soccer cleats, or that parent can apply for vocational training. That flexible funding, those resources through individuals like Paul and Joni allow us to make sure there are no barriers to safety, to stability, to certainty, right? We do hard work and people come to us full of fear and uncertainty. But at the end of the day, if we need to have movie night, or we need to pay for summer camps, or we need to get someone's car fixed, these dollars make all of that possible. What I would say to the community is if you're thinking about leaning in, giving your time, giving your money, giving in any way, I would say do it. Because giving matters.